The relationship between me and this palette is more like we are not in love. We are just colleagues. Hello dears, welcome to Beauty of Heart. I'm living as nice little. Today I'll be sharing with you some of the latest Natasha Denona eyeshadow products and see whether they are worth it. If you are new to my channel, hello and welcome. I love to explore cruelty-free makeup products from the drugstore brands, the indie brands, and also the Sephora brands, and slowly dabbling into cruelty-free clean makeup products. So hopefully with my videos, I can help you to save the headaches, the troubles, time, money, effort to browse through tons of products out there on the market. If you happen to like this video, please consider to subscribe. Thank you so much. And now, let's get started! Let's start with this multi-chrome liquid eyeshadow. I got these two liquid eyeshadow which is in the color Dragonfly. This has a fuchsia to bronze to greenish gold color shift. And the green one has the green to gold to blue color shift. But I don't really see the blue so often. Texture is liquid jelly texture. When I apply this on my eyes with just one layer, it can be quite sheer. My skin will peek through the eyeshadow. So if you want to be more opaque, just apply more layers. It's very smooth and easily blendable. I usually use my finger to blend and then using brush to blend out. These are shiny on the eyes, but sometimes it can crease on my double eyelid line. When it creases, I just use my finger to move the eyeshadow around and smooth things out. It doesn't smudge and this is long lasting. But if you were to ask me whether they are worth it, one thing is they are pretty small. This is 2.5 ml and this is 42 Sing dollars, 28 USD. Let me show you one comparison. This is the Dragonfly and this is Scarab. I don't know if I can pronounce it properly. In terms of the quality, these are the liquid jelly texture. It can add to an interesting and fun look, but in terms of multi-chrome, I would prefer indie brands like Makeup Rising Phoenix. Let me just show you two of their multi-chromes color. I'm not saying they are the same color as the Natasha Denona liquid multi-chrome eyeshadow, but what I want to show you is the texture. Okay, let me just use this color. Penstemon Killer. This is the pressed powder form. This color is a subtle brown multi-chrome with a green and copper color shift. Not the same as the Natasha Denona Scarab, if I pronounce it correctly. And this is Seraphic Garden from Makeup Rising Phoenix. Again, this is the Neverwinter Autosis palette, and this eyeshadow color is my favorite, and I have mentioned it countless of times. So this is Seraphic Garden. This is a pink multi-chrome with gold and green shift. Instantly, with just one swipe, the texture, the base is so much vibrant and stronger than this. I'm not sure if you can see from the camera, but these Makeup Rising Phoenix are the powder texture, but yet they are very smooth, very refined, and very shiny. It's much more intense than the Natasha Denona multi-chrome liquid eyeshadow. So that's why if you were to ask me whether this Natasha Denona multi-chrome is worth it, I think it's worth it as a Natasha Denona liquid eyeshadow. But if I were to compare with indie brands, I would prefer indie brands multi-chrome eyeshadow. And next, proceed to this. This is the Natasha Mini Glam. Why I say 2 times mini? That's because this bigger palette is called Mini Glam and this is so much smaller than this Mini Glam. So this is Mini Glam to me. This came out much earlier than this Natasha Denona Glam Palette. Good news is this lasts on me the whole day. It seems like all the Natasha Denona mini palettes I have from her, it lasts on me the whole day, because what happened was, these are my first two products from Natasha Denona, and these are her first two mini 15 pans eyeshadow palettes, which is, this is the first one, the Sunrise, and this is the second one, which is the Love palette, released this year around Valentine's Day. These two fits on me very fast, so I was quite surprised this lasts on me. I bought this mini glam because I want to test out this mini glam palette. The color story doesn't really look like the mini glam palette. There are two mattes in this mini glam, that's what I call it. One light matte color for the crease and one dark color for the outer corner. And there are three metallics. I'm not really feeling this color story because when I apply the darker matte on my lid, it seems ashy and smoky on the eyes. So is this worth buying? If you want to test out the mini glam palette, which is the mini 15 pans eyeshadow palette, you can try this mini glam first. Otherwise, I don't see much reason to get this. Next will be this palette. Finally! After I posted my Natasha Denona bronze palette video, I was thinking, when will the next launch be? And very coincidentally, the next day I saw the product photo of this mini glam palette from Natasha Denona, and I saw the color story from the photo, and I quickly passed this color story off. Mainly because I have warm skin tone and this cool tone don't really suit my warm skin tone. I've watched a lot of review videos for this palette and all are raving about this palette. So the completionist side of me was thinking, why not just collect and complete the 15 pan mini palette set, at least for this year. And that's why when this mini glam palette launched on Beautylish the first day, I quickly grabbed it. This is available in Sephora Singapore now. In Sephora Singapore, this was retailing at 98 Sing dollars. In the US and Beautylish, this is retailing at 65 USD. I received this for near to 2 weeks and I've used this for 1.5 weeks. After that, I feel that I'm not reaching out for this palette. So I would say the relationship between me and this palette is more like we are not in love. We are just colleagues.
That's what she said.
This is a 15 pans eyeshadow palette. The color story is cool and neutral. You can create a cool, natural daily look to the office or to work, and also a smoky glam look in the evening. There are 5 mattes in this palette and 10 metallic colors. All the color names are labeled as where we can place the colors. Example, center eyelid. We have a few color names with the center eyelid. We have 4 colors with the name center eyelid. We have also color names like outer eyelid, which we have 3 outer eyelid colors which are all metallic, and the label goes on as inner corner, which we have 2 inner corners color, and crease, etc. So the color names will be great for makeup beginners, as this can be a guide to where you place the eyeshadow colors. There are 3 outer eyelid color which I mentioned just now, which are all metallic, which is this from row number 1, this from the last row outer eyelid, and this outer eyelid. For my personal preference, I will use a matte eyeshadow as the outer color, as the outer corner color. So of course we need not follow the suggestions over here. We can just use the colors where and when we like it. There is only one crease color over here, which is this matte taupe. But when I use it on the crease, it is very ashy. It doesn't look good on my eyes. So instead, I'm using this blend on the crease. And just now I was mentioning there are 4 center eyelid color, which is from row number 1, this, the first color, the last color at the second row, and the first color on the third row, as well as the third color from the third row. So actually there are a lot of repeated names. I would prefer them to call actually center eyelid 1, center eyelid 2, center eyelid 3, center eyelid 4, so that it's easier to differentiate the colors, and when we do tutorials, then it's easier for the audience to understand us and not be confused. On Natasha Denona website, it stated that these eyeshadow pens can be removed, which at the bottom of the palette, you can just use a needle to poke the eyeshadow pen and remove them and arrange in whatever sequence you like. They have another color arrangement from this palette to suit theirs with darker skin. But I was thinking, this palette lacks of some dark colors for theirs with darker skin. Regardless how I rearrange this palette, it is still lacking. Or is it? Or maybe I don't understand what they are trying to say on the website. Still with the colors, in this palette, I find that there are some similar repeated colors, like this is number 3, center eyelid. It looks similar to this on the same row, the last one. This is called brow bone. And on this second row, this inner corner looks very similar to the center eyelid, even though in the pen this seems lighter and this seems darker. And this row number 1, which is outer eyelid, it seems very similar to outer eyelid on the 4th row, the 4th colors. On the eyes, it doesn't translate to much difference, so I think this can very pretty much reduce to a 12 pen eyeshadow palettes. And with similar colors and the same name, actually I got very confused when I used them. When I just started using this palette, I have challenged to remember which color I used on the first eyes to copy the same color to the second eyes. I'll forget what I used. So I think that the color variety is not that much. And for this color lash line, Natasha Denona advised that this can be used as an eyeliner. I tried using a very small fine tip Sigma eye brush for the eyeliner. It drops all over my face. It applied on very easily, it's just that being so small and slim and precise, the powder drops all over my face. So my advice is, if you want to use this color as the eyeliner, do the eye makeup first before we do the face makeup. Buying Natasha Denona palettes is a gamble to me in terms of the longevities on my eyes. As I mentioned just now, the first 2 palettes I got, the Love and the Sunrise, they don't last on me. But I was very happy finally with this bronze palette. It lasts on me the whole day. Yeah! So when I saw this release, I was hesitating to get this, mainly because I don't know whether this palette will last on my eyes the whole day. The good news is, I won the gamble. It lasts on me the whole day.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I feel like I've won a lottery. I'm not somebody who will buy lottery ticket. Mattes applies seamlessly, applies very easily and very fast on the eyes. The shimmers are smooth and shiny. Having said that, however, this formula doesn't wow me as much as their bronze palette. Especially so when I received this BH Cosmetic palette Sugar Cone yesterday. I'm not saying that this is the dupe for the Mini Glam, certainly not, because though they are all browns and neutral colors, they still have very different color stories. I just want to compare the texture with you this. So let me just demo some shades. This is the BH Cosmetic Sugar Cone palette. It has only 8 shades. The top row is all shimmers, the bottom row is all matte. Matte is soft, very easily blendable and is very pigmented. And the shimmers on the top row is like, it totally wow me. Let me just take similar colors. This is center eyelid on row number 3 from the Mini Glam palette. Shimmers is very smooth and refined. And this is the BH Cosmetic Sugar Cone, and let me use this cinnamon. Let me just swatch beside this color. they are not the same color. Can you see? This is so reflective and very shiny. Wow. It's very smooth. It feels almost like a cream, the powder type. The sheen and reflectiveness is so much more intense and stronger than the Natasha Denona palette. I was so wowed by their shimmers. This BH Cosmetic palette is only 18 USD. Granted, this is only an 8 pan eyeshadow palette, and this is a 15 pan eyeshadow palette, but the pricing is a lot of difference. This is 18 USD, this is 65 USD. So in terms of formula, I was even more wowed by this BH Cosmetic one instead of the Mini Glam. So if you ask me whether this Mini Glam eyeshadow palette is worth the high price, 65 USD, which is 98 Sing dollars, let's just say I'm just not very into these eyeshadow color stories and also their formula, and I can find a better one and cost much lower than the Natasha Denona palette. Just to disclaim, I haven't used this BH Cosmetic on the eyes yet because I just received it yesterday, but just based on the hand swatch, I'm speechless. So my overall thought for this Natasha Denona haul is, maybe I'm just trying to be nitpicky, or our way of saying picking bones from the egg. There's nothing wrong with the quality, and the quality is good as of Natasha Denona standard. It's just that I find a better quality one at a fraction of the price, and even though it may not be a fraction of the price, I find that sometimes we can give indie brands more chance. So I find that for this mini haul is a so-so for me. However, if you dears have spare cash and want to get some Natasha Denona's product, you may want to do so too. Alright dears, now it's your turn to share with me which of these products have you already tried and which is your favorite ones. Please comment in the comment section below, yeah? Thank you so much. And last but not least, here's an inner beauty tip for us to be more beautiful and more wise. Live for today, not for tomorrow. Thank you so much for watching dears. If you like this video, please consider to subscribe, like, share and comment. Thank you. And you dears have a peaceful, blissful and joyful week ahead. See you next time. Bye! Before you go, please check out these two videos over here. Thank you.